Depending on who you think your target audience is and the technology they have available to them, whether it's going to be a dial-up connection or a high-speed connection, will dictate your frame rate and camera. Another factor will be your final output. Are you going to put your film on the internet for people to watch and enjoy? Or is your final destination high-definition TV, DVD, TV, or film? Now, what you can do is manually, of course, enter these parameters yourself, or you can go to the Format drop-down list in our New Project window, and you can choose based on what you think your final output is going to be. So if we're going to go to television, we would choose DV-NTSC, which is the North American Television Standard. And as you see, our frame rate for TV is 30 frames per second, and the camera size is 720 by 540 pixels. If we were going to go to high definition TV, we're going to go to 1080 25p. As you see, the frame rate drops down to 25 frames per second, but the camera size goes way, way up. And if we're going to go to, let me go to the iPod section here, we go to 12 frames per second, and we have a size of 320 by 240 pixels, which is perfect for the iPod screen. You can once again manually enter your own data here as well. One thing you have to remember is that the lower the frame rate, the choppier your animation could possibly play. So if you're going to go for television or for film, you definitely don't want to have 12 frames per second. But this number is really good when you are trying to squeeze content through an internet connection. Now, if you're expecting people to have DSL or high-speed modem, such as a T1 line, and you're a big corporation and you don't really think that the public is going to be consuming your content, then you might want to just go ahead and have the highest quality possible. Once again, you have to know your audience and what the expectations are for their technology. So I'm going to go to Web Animation Small, just to show you that if I was going to make a film for the web, this would be my frame rate and camera size. Okay, what I've done is I've opened up a project, and I just want to show you where you would look just in case you forgot what your current film project size was. So we can go to the File menu, and we can always go to Animation Properties right here. And then we can see what our frame rate is and the camera size that we set up. You can change this at any time, but it's highly recommended that you do this at the beginning of your project. So make sure that you, first of all, have your target audience in mind, and you know what your output's going to be when you finally finish your film before determining your frame rate and your camera size.